I'm gonna start telling y'all 7:40. Oh,
Smoke them if you got them. The Burrow Pack, Shiesty Pack, Cincinnati Pringle Pack, wherever the hell you want to call it.
Eli Apple
Welcome,
Pack.
wherever the hell you want to call it. Welcome back to Kingdom Cast. This your host, Good Luck Chuck. We back at it with an AFC Champions edition episode of Kingdom Cast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share all your social media platforms. As I get my Frank Clark on, he's over here. I'm fake smoking right now. I forgot my lighter. I thought I had a lighter, but I don't. But it's all good. But yeah, shout out to everybody, man. It's great to be a champion again. We show who the real big dogs are. Forget that, but forget all the big dog talk. We want to call ourselves the big dogs. We want to call ourselves the kings because we done done this. We done done this 3 out of the last 5 years. But before we get into all that, into the whole 23-20 victory for last night, introduce my panel here. Top right's my guy Country. My homegirl Kylie's on the bottom right, and my guy Boogie's on the bottom left. So, how does it feel to be on top of the AFC again?
hey, let's go. Hi. Kidding?
It feel like it's not happened before. It feel like we've been here before.
Man, it was such a sweet victory. We've been out there all week, all that talking. Hell yeah.
Pack's going up, man. I love seeing y'all. I'm happy to see y'all. Air hug to all y'all. All three of y'all, man. Hey, we was humble all week. All week we was humble. We let these fans do all this talking, disrespecting us, Burrowhead, all this. We let them do all this talking, man. Man, it feel good to be back, man. Feel good
So,
to be back.
Boogie said all three of y'all like Birdman.
All three of them, man. Yes, we are. Yes, we are, Nani.
Oh yeah, it's lit, Nani.
Mine's
lit.
not lit. Mine's not lit. I'm a
Yeah, mine's
disappointment.
not really lit, but it is what it is. It feels great to be on top again because they fan base, dog. I promise you, this is the worst fan base that I have ever encountered in my life. Like they was talking like they was the Patriots. They was talking like they won 7 rings, bro. Like it was ridiculous, man. Like all the build up throughout the week, I'm just sitting up in the spaces. Like, look, I'm just sitting up in the spaces, just taking notes, listening to what they had to say, all this other stuff. I ain't come up in these spaces for real to talk for real. I think I came up there like one time just to talk, but I didn't even say much, man. I was like, look, I'm just gonna let y'all talk throughout the week. But then when they mayor got it in the mix and he was talking like how he was talking, I said, yeah, I know how this works. I know how this works. You know the football guy's gonna reward one team and punish the other. And I knew the football guys would punish Cincinnati last night. So we ended up getting the dub, man. It's a great feeling to be back on top. And now we got one more game to conquer, and we'll be at the top of the mountain. So
Hey, and before y'all get into anything, can we please? I need y'all to make a promise with me, all three of y'all. Can we please not even talk about the Super Bowl and the Eagles yet? I don't want to hear about the Eagles.
Oh no,
Let's
we're
not
not there
even
yet.
think we got a
We're not there
whole
yet.
next week.
Yep.
This shit is all for the Bengals. The Bengals pack. That's all I want to talk about is the fucking Bengals pack.
Yep, we on the Pringle Pack, man. We on the
Man,
Pringle Pack.
here's the thing: is I really thought that I would never experience a fan base worse than the Raiders, and the Bengals succeeded in being a worse fan base. They talked so much shit all week long. All week long, the mayor getting involved, just the low class, and the way that we won with a field goal in the last few seconds. So that really was like, no, it's over. Like, cloud 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever the next cloud is, I'm on it.
All these games been decided by 3 points. All these games been decided by 3 points. Like it's literally been a war.
Y'all know what I thought was the craziest shit I told my boy leaving the game? The first 3 games, the Bengals beat us, right? I think we should have won all 3 of them games. Not as a Chiefs fan, just not being biased, watching the games, right? This was the first game I was like, damn, Bengals should have won that game.
Yeah, of course, man. Like that's what killed me. I'm gonna address that real quick. It's funny how they got on us for doing that in their first three encounters. And like I remember really talking about the refs like that. The only time I really kind of talked about the refs like that was last year's regular season game, because this was the same official who officiated that game. And that's what's so funny about it, because he was the guy that officiated last night's game, and they complaining about the officiating today, just because we beat them. It's just funny to me. And it's like, look, both sides, calls were terrible on both sides. Both sides were holding. Both sides got away with it. At the end of the day, that whole 3rd and 9 stuff, when we had an extra down and whatnot, we still punted them the ball. They still had an opportunity to win the game. They didn't get it done.
Right. Oh. Ready to go. Man, that's what I'm saying is like Joe Burrow had 2 drives in the 4th quarter, and one was a punt and one was an interception. And one was a sack, and we helped him out there. Like Chris Jones came up huge in the end. And,
oh my God!
Like there were calls that went both ways, and I mean we sacked Burrow 5 times, and Burrow threw 2 interceptions, and I mean they made mistakes today. They made mistakes that they didn't make in previous games, and I mean we just made fewer mistakes, and we played better ball today.
You know another
yesterday.
big difference in this game, Collie?
What?
They could not run the ball on us.
No.
Oh yeah, that Poodle
was
Joe
one
Mixon.
of the biggest differences to me.
Yeah, that Poodle Joe Mixon only had like 22 yards rushing.
Oh,
the entire game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about future Kansas City Chiefs?
Dog.
You talking about Jesse Bates?
I would. Yeah, you're right. Let me. I don't want all the Bengals. I want him. You're right. Yeah. Never mind.
I don't have a voice again. I'm without a voice, yelling at the TV. Oh well, it was worth it. And it'll be like this in a couple weeks too.
Yeah, I'm surprised I still had mine. Because I was at the game last night. I'm surprised I still had mine. Have mine today.
Is that good, John?
Ooh, that's pretty bad. That's
For a big dog,
pretty bad.
Low, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Big dog. Oh, okay. There you go. Okay.
It's been like one of the pettiest days of my life, so I'll be completely honest. I've been so petty, collecting all the receipts. So worth it. Oh my gosh, it feels so good. Let's go. We're going to the Super Bowl.
We are back in the bowl, baby.
Wow.
3 and 4 years. 4 seasons. 3
man,
times now.
Who would have fucking thought this shit, man? And y'all real Chiefs fans, so y'all know how it's really been for us. Before Mahomes, how we was getting bullied our whole football career. They always was laughing at us, picking on us. Oh, y'all ain't never gonna get no quarterback. And then what? Now look at us. They just said this dude wasn't the best quarterback in the NFL. This dude we just seen yesterday.
Oh my goodness.
He
On one ankle, bro. On one ankle, dog.
Crazy.
Like, come on, man. Stop playing with us.
Who was he throwing it to? Marcus Kemp.
Thank you. Yeah.
Marcus Kemp made a big catch.
Respectfully. But come on now. We can't be Marcus Kemp with the game on the line in the AFC Championship? Come on, man. You think if you take Chase away from Burrow, you playing like that?
That's what I'm saying.
Was you gonna say something, Country?
I'm waiting. You see how he played?
Who?
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
I can hear you now.
Can y'all hear me? I said they took Tyler Boyd from him, and you see what happened?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. They was crying about that, dog. I'm like, we lost way more players than y'all. Y'all still had Chase. Y'all still had Higgins. Y'all still had Mixon, P. Ryan. Like, come on, man.
And offensive side, like, think about defensive side of the ball. We lost Snead and Gay both last night. Like, those are huge pieces to our defense. Leaders, aggressive players on our team.
I had the Colts game deja vu, man. With all them injuries, I'm like, fuck, man. Juju out now too. I didn't even know Juju got hurt. I'm like, fuck, Juju out now?
Yep, he was battling a knee injury all of a sudden. It was crazy. It was crazy how some of the.
Scary.
Oh, listen,
Oh
DZ.
man,
Let's talk about '95 real quick,
man.
because Bengals fans talk so much shit the entire week about how
Yeah.
Chris Jones had did nothing against them, about how Chris Jones ain't really did much in the postseason. And he took all that to heart, bottled up that energy, took it out on the field, and he played the best game of his career.
Wow.
2 sacks, 5 QB hits, 3 tackles for loss. What more can you ask for from a Defense Player of the Year candidate?
Chris Jones, can you buy Kingdom Kast some lunch or something? Cause you about to have plenty of money. Can we get some gates or something or something? Get us something to eat, man. He about
Yeah,
to
that brace
get.
truck is pulling up.
He
That
about to
brace
get.
truck is pulling up
Come
as
on,
we
Veach.
speak.
You can't tell him no now, can you? Defensive
No.
Player of the Year, at least in the running, top 3. Just played his best game ever in the must-win at home against the best quarterback.
No.
Chris Jones is he passed it, and then
Yes.
that's why he the GOAT. And Kevin,
Oh
that's why
yeah.
he the GOAT, man. That's why.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Zim said they finally got us. They finally got us. And Chris Jones like, shut up, clown. Heard your ass talking all week long.
I
love
I'm
love
that.
glad he
it.
addressed that clown, man.
I love
Oh, and
that. Chris Jones.
by the way, Zim, if you watching this, bro, as a matter of fact, any Bengals fans that are watching this right now, you
They
can
ain't
clip
watching.
this. I don't care if you send it to them or what. But Zim, you a mark. And after today, I will no longer acknowledge you, bro. What you did last night was some whole shit. Like real talk. When I was in your spaces last night, you was on some whole shit when I got up there and spoke. I just want to let you know that. So moving forward, if we continue to play each other year in, year out, I won't even acknowledge you, bro. Because you're just a breath full of hot air at this point.
So
Pringle Pack.
I have to put out a formal apology. These are my views only, and do not
Uh-oh.
reflect those of Kingdom Cast.
Uh-oh.
MVS, I owe you a big apology because you had game of your career last night when we were down and out, we were low on receivers. Everybody, we were limping to the finish line there, and he came up big. He had a big touchdown. He had a couple big plays down the field, and he was healthy and available the whole game. And I owe you some flowers. So there you go. MVS, great game.
He finally played like his height. He finally played like his height.
That that catch he had.
It was beautiful.
That
Beautiful.
Valdez game alone made him worth that contract.
For sure.
Like
And
I
you know
don't.
what's man, look, you know what's crazy? Shout out to my boy D Mac. He made this prediction. Like, somebody asked a question, who's gonna be the unsung hero during this playoff run? And he said MVS. And believe it or not, MVS has scored in back-to-back weeks in the playoffs. And he came out and he went over 100 yards last night. So you definitely got to give him his props, man. Because I was talking all kinds of stuff on him. I mean, I think the majority of us were. And he came through when we needed him. So
Props. Credit. Ooh.
Say it, Hefe. Come on, man. This is a cool spot, man. I see y'all saying Frank Clark. Man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Man, Frank
DG,
Clark,
I see that comment.
It ain't too many men that make me feel like Frank Clark do. Pause.
Yeah.
Man,
Hey, man.
I'm serious, man. No, all bullshit aside, I'm dead ass.
I
When he's
know.
saying that shit afterwards, man, damn, man. Like, that shit damn near get me emotional, man. Just knowing how much they was talking, man.
Mm-hmm.
Frank Clark
He
said,
always
man,
seems
fuck.
he always seems to encapsulate everything that we felt, and he always is able to. When James Palmer grab him every time, he's always able to put it into words. He's poetic.
Bum ass. Oh man, that's legendary. This Frank Clark rant was killing that last Super Bowl run. This is killing that one, man.
Oh
This,
yeah.
oh man, that 5-5, man. He can't do no wrong, man. I'm sipping all the Kool-Aid. Bring him back next year. We need him.
Really? I was gonna ask. You want him back?
Yes.
I'm in. Yeah.
Yes.
You want to know how I know we're gonna win this whole thing, dog? Frank Clark, when Frank Clark is talking like this how I know his body's feeling good. This is how I know he's taking care of his body. There's not gonna be any setbacks. Like, this is how I know we about to do this thing, bro. We're gonna get into Super Bowl talk later, but that is how I know when Frank is talking this much shit and he's been backing it up. That brings me out. That brings me more confidence than ever when he's talking like that.
How much does well, no, Tyron was a free agent signing, but how much does Frank stack up in your best trades in Chiefs history?
He's starting to climb a little bit.
I mean,
I'll have to look.
we've been in 3 Super Bowls since he was.
I mean, what
kinda-
trade are y'all putting over Frank Clark? He's number 2 in playoff sacks all time, bro. Ever.
Number 3.
Yeah, I
I
had.
thought he was number 3.
He up there,
He
whatever it is.
He number 3 now or number 2?
I think he's 3 right now.
Oh, my fault, man. I'm trying to get him there, man.
I think between him and I was about to say Mitch, but Mitch is not a free. He was a free agent. Was that a trade or a free agent?
We signed Mitch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we definitely signed Mitch.
A lot of people was down on that Frank Clark trade, man. I would love to see where they at today because you just can't deny it.
Yeah, I mean, I was one of those people like, look, we should have checked the Carfax on Frank Clark, man. We didn't know
I
he had
forgot
all this
about
stuff
that.
going on as far as like internally with his health and all that. But he put in the work in the off season. He changed his diet, and it's helped him. And now he's looking like the Frank that we're accustomed to, as far as the playoffs are concerned. So,
I mean,
he backing up his talk.
he's such a physical player, and I get that he's on defense, he's edge rusher, I get it, but like we need that physicality and we need that energy on the defense, and he brings it along with Snead, who obviously he went out, but like for me, it's the attitude, it's the swagger, like he backs it up in the playoffs. He backs it up. Bring him back. I'm with you, Boogie. Bring him back.
That's leadership, man.
I know John gonna like this, but to quote a famous wrestler, to beat a man, whoo, you got to beat the man.
Facts.
When it counts. When it counts. We 1-1 in AFC Championship games. And people forget that Pat Mahomes beat the Bengals before Burrow got there. So he's 2-3 against the Bengals. So next year when we play them, we will be playing them. They are on the schedule. It will be at Arrowhead.
That shit don't matter if we win the Super Bowl. I don't care what he do on that. None of that. He got to win a ring and sit at this table we at. This about to be 2 rings. You got to win a ring to be up here, man. You can't just come here.
Right.
Yeah.
Can we
get there?
Answer that question that popped up. Who's the unsung hero from last night?
The unsung hero.
It's hard to say one person, but it's the entire rookie draft class.
Ooh.
Yes.
They all made plays. From the first, George made a play, Trent made plays, Josh made plays, Pacheco made plays, Watson made plays. Everybody made a play. Everybody, even Jack Cochran, who was an undrafted free agent on special teams, made plays.
Hold on, you named all them and you didn't name Scott Moore?
He was getting there.
I was getting there.
Okay.
I was getting there. Sky Moore. Shoot, we handing out apologies. I apologize, Sky Moore. I tweeted him today. I said, "What a hell of a year, son! When we needed you the most, you made that play." I apologize to Marcus Kemp too, because there's no way in hell you should have made that play. But I appreciate you, Marcus. I appreciate you, especially because Chris should have been here. I'm still a little upset with the Chiefs and the Bengals about Chris Lamons, but we'll talk about that at a later date. But it got to be the rookie class, bro. Each and every one of them stepped up last night. Cook, my bad. Dana, he's not a rookie, but he stepped up last night. Yeah. Hey, man. It was an incredible game, bro. It was incredible.
This is shaping out to be the best draft class that Brett Veach has had since he's been the general manager. Like this is the best start of any draft class he's had.
The best one to the next one.
Because watching another pick too, like that's crazy, man. Like
he's oh my gosh.
Hey Boogie, you wanna know what's crazy, dog? I know somebody who predicted that Jalen Watson would get 2 interceptions this postseason. Shout out to my guy A1. You know A1, he stayed war ready in those spaces, man.
Oh yeah, A1. What's up, A1?
Shout out A1. I like him, man.
He called that one. He called that one. So salute to A1 on that call.
They was calling him crazy.
Yeah. A1 is like the unprofessional side of Kingdom Cats. There go Julia. There go Julia.
Hey, Julia.
Yeah, Julia.
Julia, Super Bowl.
Julia, where's your boy? Where's your boy? Why you didn't bring Sporting Boys with you? Usually he popping up. Where he at?
He knew. He not coming in. He's not.
He unfollowed me today, and then the first thing he did was tweet me that the refs cheated for us. I said, "Damn, Sporting Boys, I didn't think you would do me like this, man."
Okay, doesn't this sound like? Remember the first time we played the Bengals in the regular season and they beat us? Mm-hmm. What did we have a conversation about? The refereeing, the crazy calls, all that. And then what was their response, Boogie? I know you remember.
Quit blaming the refs. That's all they was telling us all year. And we said, okay, you can't blame the refs. We'll take it. Why are we switching it up now?
Yeah, they're not built like that, bro. It just goes to show they're not built like that, dog. Like on that 10-game winning streak they had, it was all good and dandy, but
we got Holly in the building.
What's
up,
Holly? But when things didn't go their way, now they acting different. But like I said, bro, at the end of the day, dog, they got what they deserve, man. They got what they deserve. Like
there go a Bengals fan. Wasn't he a Bengals fan last week?
He was actually.
He was.
He was definitely Jeffrey.
He was definitely Jeffrey. Talk to us. You came outside. But everybody ain't coming outside, man.
The thing is, bro, like that shows, it validates everything that we felt about how they were insecure and all that. And they showed us their true colors. As soon as it got hot in the kitchen, they ran out. They didn't try to fight the fire. They didn't try to put it out or nothing. They just ran and left.
Yeah. It's just funny to me. It's just funny to me because I've seen all kinds of Bengals fans got on this NFL is rigged trend that was going on Twitter. And I'm like, it's just funny to me. Like, it's always something. Like, when we do something great, there's always some negative connotation behind it. You know, it's just wild to me because, you know, last year, they didn't really have this treatment against them when they was winning games. You know, people weren't saying the NFL was rigged for them. So why all of a sudden the NFL is rigged when we finally beat this team? It's wild to me. It really is.
How many years we went between our first Super Bowl win and since Mahomes got here?
50.
Okay, I was making sure I wasn't exaggerating. 50 years we went. They didn't rig that shit for us for 50 years. I'm happy that they cheating for us now. One day your team might get cheated for you. But we enjoying it right now, man. Thank you. Thank you for rigging the league, man. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Thank you.
Harrison Bucker, on behalf of the Kingdom Cast crew, I never doubted you, son. No, I'm just playing.
Oh,
But
I had
nah,
a
I'm
little
about to
nah,
say,
doubt for that
whoa,
game.
whoa, whoa,
I had a
whoa,
just
little
nah,
threw
whoa,
nah.
us
doubt.
under the bus.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
We all
whoa,
had a
whoa. Hold
little
on a
doubt.
minute. Hold on a minute.
Uh,
I'm looking at y'all because
I had some
Boogie
doubt.
and Chuck was like, special teams gonna cost us, bro. I'm just worried about it. And it was fair. It was fair. It was fair, Boogie. Don't do that look. It was fair, but hey, man, Bucker showed out last night, man. Game winner.
yeah,
It's only right, bro.
2 weeks straight.
Hey, this is
2
what
weeks
I
straight.
tweeted after the game. Everybody we had an issue with this year showed up in this game. Think about it. Sky Moore,
The
Harrison
punt,
Bucker.
though, man. We got to talk about that, man.
yeah.
What? What? We got to talk about Sky Moore?
Yeah, we got to talk about that punt. Like you saying, we talked about this all year. Like, if he would have fumbled that punt and we lost to the Bengals, it would have just been like, we knew that would have happened.
I was. Were you holding your breath? Because I was.
Hell yeah.
I don't think we can deny that we were all shitting our
I-
pants whenever
Hey,
Sky Moore
listen.
was down there for a punt return.
I mean, but we
Okay.
had no choice. We had no choice though
We
because
had no choice.
but Colin, man, Kadarius got hurt. You know, he was our last option, and I was nervous. I was like, oh shit.
That was
I
it.
hope he
Watson
just
was
feels it.
out.
I hope
Yeah.
he just feels it. But he turned into a 30-yarder. Guys to midfield. So yeah, shout out to Sky, man. Sky be stepping up when his name be called.
Yeah, he
And
do. He do.
they got him on that one little. I liked how they used him on that little play. It was he went in motion. They bootlegged it out, got it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pat missed him on one of those too.
He did. He
He
did.
did.
But he
So
young,
yeah.
man, and how they using him. I'm definitely looking forward to him next year, man. I still got high hopes for Scott Moore. This just solidified that for me.
But yeah,
And
I'll
then
just text
another
you.
guy.
Because we've been begging for Sky Moore all season, and I was like, well, not under the conditions that all our other wide receivers are hurt. Like, yeah, I want Sky Moore in, but oh no. And then I want to give credit to Marcus Kim because he had a big first down too, and he's a guy that doesn't get a lot of snaps outside of what special teams or whatever.
He wasn't even on the team last week, right? They just picked him up this week.
Yeah, he just got called up.
Stepped up big.
Also,
like, that's crazy, man.
So we gave Sky Moore's props. Another guy that's lately has been he's been on the bad side. Joshua Williams.
Yeah.
Stepped up. Incredible interception, incredible defense. Shout out to Josh, man. Staying aggressive, bro. And we asked about, is that aggression gonna work in the playoffs? And apparently, yes, it is. So yeah.
That was another one where the injury made him get even more snaps. Remember, I asked y'all last week, who was y'all going with, Williams or Watson? Everybody said Watson.
Right. Who also
hurt.
played an incredible game.
You got to play him.
You got to play him.
Yeah, when Sneak got hurt early on, I was like, oh shoot, man. I was like, damn, because I knew like he was gonna be a big part of that game plan last night, and when he got hurt, got himself concussed, I was like, all right, who got to step up? And Josh Williams' name was called. Josh Williams, his heart didn't pump Kool-Aid. He showed no fear. He stepped up to the challenge. And Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, they didn't go over 100 yards.
And them is dogs, man. That's not just like some average receivers, man.
That's right, Kyle.
We talked about
all those rookies.
Yeah, all those rookies. We talked about the rookies throwing them in the fire, and we threw them in the fire. And I said, throwing them in the fire now is going to pay us back later. That Indianapolis loss, that the Buffalo loss, the Cincinnati, all that came back. All that was teaching and learning. And them close games against the Texans and the Broncos, you can see it. Oh man, this was amazing last night, bro. Like everything that we needed to happen happened. And even though it was the edge of your seat, it was a thriller. It was back and forth. It played out like all the games have played out, except that we didn't shoot ourselves in the foot this time.
Play 60 minutes in my country voice.
Play 60 minutes. 60 minutes.
Man,
didn't even have 53 people, but we played 60 minutes.
I got a question. When we punted with 2 minutes left, were you feeling the punt, or did you think we should go for it? Well, I don't remember. It was 4th and 8.
It was a tough decision. It was a tough decision because Bucker has been making his kicks from long distance, but at the same time, due to the conditions being super duper cold and the wind blowing to the right quite a bit, I didn't have an issue because throughout the course of the game we was getting the Burrow. Our defensive line was getting pressure and breaking them down, so I still had confidence in the defense to make another stop. It was a little nerve wracking, but at the same time, I'm like, look, we can stop this boy, man. We can get him out this field again, and we did just that.
I thought this is what I thought, and I think I tweeted it. It's fitting that it's going to come down to the defense winning this game. Because what did we talk about all week? Mahomes' ankle, the offense. It's fitting that it had to come down to the defense, the little redhead stepchild in the Chiefs organization in the NFL. It's fitting it came down to them winning this game because they actually won the game. Let's be honest here. Without the defense, we not winning this game.
I like the punt, but I'm not gonna lie. I was worried about our defense getting that ball back. But I didn't want to kick the field goal because, like y'all just was saying, Bucker, I was a little nervous about him taking that. I didn't want him doing that. So I was cool with the punt, but I was worried. I'm like, this is just about to be Bengals getting that ball back. It's perfect to be just how it's been ended. But damn, man.
Was it set up for Chris Jones? Since it's rigged, was it set up for Chris Jones to end the game on a sack? Since it's rigged.
He had to go on all those playoff runs without sacks just to get a sack this time, right?
Yeah.
We're going to give you one, but it's going to come in an incredible moment. Just be patient. And like Chris Jones said, we were more worried about him getting sacks than he was. Because he was contributing in all the games, but it's just you need that stat. But Chris Jones was incredible last night. I'm sorry. Hey, I might join the Aaron Donald is number 2 now to Chris Jones' Chuck argument that Chuck had the last 6 years.
Yeah. But yeah, Chris Jones, he was the best defensive tackle this year. And this game proved it. I think he sealed that for this season with this performance. So 9-5 is definitely number 1 for this season. And it just adds to the amount of guys we've had as number 1s at their position. Like Travis Kelce, he's still the best tight end. Patrick Mahomes is still the best quarterback. When we did have Tyreek Hill, he was in discussion for the best receiver in the game. So, and Tyron was up there when he was here. He was up there in the safety class. So we've had some incredible elite players come along here during this Mahomes era. But it just goes to show, even when you do lose some of those guys, as long as you still have 15 back there, you're always going to have a chance because he elevates the team that much higher.
Man.
Hey, bro, I'm sorry, bro, but I don't want to put this on 15, bro. I really want to get the rookies they love. I feel like they're not getting enough flowers for what they did last night.
We can do that.
They even picked up Mahomes last night. Mahomes got picked up too last night.
Yeah, he did.
Because he wasn't 100%. And everybody had to raise that level. And everybody raised that level. Everybody we've been concerned about all season raised their level last night. Justin Reed, Juan Thornhill, everybody we talked about came up and played and won that game for Pat. It's easy to just say, yo, Pat, Pat, you know what I'm saying? But it was more than that last night.
Hey,
it just was more. I'm sorry.
In the comments, if we would have lost that game, they would have been talking about that Pat Mahomes fumble a lot right now. If we lost it, that's what we be talking about right now.
Bruh, what the else was that?
The ball just simply slipped out of his hands.
It just looked like, come on, man.
Oh my gosh. No, the rookies, they definitely deserve props, but I just gotta say, in the 5 years, and I know it's been shared all over Twitter and you can see it everywhere, but in the 5 years that Patrick Mahomes has been a starter, we have had 5 AFC champion games, 3 AFC championships, now 3 Super Bowl appearances. It's unheard of. The things he's doing with his team are unheard of. We are watching greatness. So savor this moment, like savor this era, savor this time, because this is super rare. This is very rare. Getting to the Super Bowl is so difficult. And
Okay, what if I put it
this
like
young team did it against there's nobody that thought that this team was going to be able to go back to the Super Bowl with all these rookies and trading away Tyreek and all this. And look at them. So credit to the rookies, credit to the coaches. Spags had a hell of a game plan last night. Colin coming
he's
in
on the
and
list too?
fixing the line. Like, wow. I'm so taken back by the time that we are living right now in Chiefs Kingdom, as part of Chiefs Kingdom. It's crazy. Ah!
Okay, so usually, okay, here's my what they call it. I don't know. Here's my scenario, whatever. So usually Pat is like the cake in the icing. But last night, Pat was just the icing on the cake. His play at the end was just like the icing on the cake. Everybody showed up, everybody showed out, everybody performed, even going down and everything. And then Pat just came and put those decorations and them candles on that cake.
Well, everybody
Somebody
did
said
their
pause. Is
job.
that a pause? Is that a pause?
Everybody did their job, but if any other quarterback had the game Pat had, they would be saying it was a great game, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like any other quarterback.
Yeah.
He threw for 3+, man. Like, it is the playoffs.
She's not drunk.
No, I'm not. I'm drunk on the Super Bowl. We're going to the Super Bowl.
We are going
Drunk
to the
on
Super
football.
Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a second. We are going to the Super Bowl. And just like 2 weeks ago, we had the conversation about rebuilding, retooling. We're still going to the Super Bowl. This defense isn't going to make it. They're too young. The Spags is they're not listening to Spags no more. Let's go down all the list of stuff that we heard this year. Everybody surpassed them. Everybody's caught up. They've closed the gap. The Chargers have closed the gap. We swept the AFC West. Look, Boogie, all that, and we swept the AFC West. None of them didn't win a game versus us. The Raiders even got worse. I don't even know how, but the Raiders got worse during the year. The Chargers had an epic collapse in the playoffs.
And then they turn around and hire Kellen Moore. They hired Kellen Moore today. Oh my gosh, that's a death wish.
Bruh.
That's a death wish.
That was nice. That was nice. That was nice. But hey, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I think y'all letting the Bengals off the hook. I don't give a fuck about the Raiders or the fucking Chargers. I'm sorry. I don't care about them. The Bengals was talking all this shit all fucking week. No, man. I don't care about the Raiders and all them. We talk about them in the offseason, man. The Bengals was doing all that talking, man. I did.
You were not.
You did.
Win 11 games.
I said, prove me wrong. I told you. I told you. No, okay, let's get back to the Bengals. All week. All week.
That Burrow head, all that, man. No, we can't let that slide, man.
We see y'all Burrow
really
head.
talk like they won a ring, man.
That's right. We see y'all Burrow head.
Hey, you know what? I think
Hilton got cooked.
I think the way they beat Buffalo, man. I think the way that they beat Buffalo had them. It blew them up. They was on 15 all week. It wasn't a 10. It was like a 15. But they didn't realize that Buffalo was just a wounded animal just looking for somewhere to die. And they just was there to deliver the shot.
I said Eli Apple mama deleted her Twitter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bruh. That's a W. That's a whole other W all by itself.
I see T. Higgins' mama was on there.
Oh my God.
Queen, come on we go come get you. Don't even worry about it. Mama Higgins, we coming to get y'all in about a year or two. I know Cincinnati gonna start acting cheap. Come on,
Oh, yeah.
we go spin the block for you. Y'all can't pay Burrow and everybody in Higgins. Come on over here.
They're gonna have to make some choices.
Yeah.
Which one? Okay, what comment got to you the most this week?
Man, where do we
Burrowhead.
start? Where do we
Burrowhead?
start, man?
I'll speak for myself, Burrowhead, because they're disrespecting, like people were saying, like Lamar Hunt and Arrowhead and the stadium and Patrick Mahomes and the whole team. And you don't ever come in and call it Burrowhead. No. And don't act like Joe Burrow is better than Patrick Mahomes. If you want to have that conversation, make sure you bring a Lombardi. Because until then, it's not even going to be a discussion.
That's done.
Done.
That's done.
Done. And I was so happy to see all of them after the game being like, Burrowhead my ass, and like Burrowhead, yeah, like you could tell that truly was the thing that really got to them most, was that Burrowhead thing, which I love to see because it shows you the respect they have. He ain't here.
Oh my goodness, Travis Kelce,
I think
man.
the mayor, he's definitely not going to be the mayor anymore because he's not going to win the next. I don't care what he do. He could have free school and free education, free healthcare. He's not winning mayor anymore in Cincinnati. Y'all know that, right? Like, it's over. I don't care what else he do. He can give everybody stimulus checks, and he's still not going to win. I think when he started talking, it was like, all right, come on, bro. We can't lose to these clowns.
He said Burrow was his daddy? Come on, man.
Yeah, dog.
Bro.
That was so disrespectful,
man. Come on, man. He crossed the line, man. That was the most disrespectful trash talk of the week.
Mm-hmm.
That Burrowhead was hella disrespectful, but saying that was his daddy? Come on, man. Come on. The mayor?
The mayor, bro.
They should be pissed, Kyle. They should have been pissed about him. That was embarrassing. Get your mayor off the TV or whatever he's on, off the video.
Because
I can't even believe his PR team let him do that.
Kyle,
they probably did. They was probably back there like, oh my god.
Kyle, they knew they was cooked.
Bro, the first time he said it, it didn't go well, and then he tripled down. It was like, what are you doing? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yep, and like
nah, Kev.
But hold on, Kevin's stupid. but Travis Kelce though, man, that post game dog, that dude, man, look, if he wasn't playing football, I don't know, he might have been a good character of the WWE. But that speech though, man, when he said, "I got a message for that mayor," he was like, "Know your role and shut your mouth, you're jabroni."
All he had to do was do the eyebrow. If he would have did the eyebrow, it would have been perfect.
He did this though.
He did do that. If he would have said,
Kyle, I saw your comment. His entire PR team needs to be fired. That's ridiculous. I don't even understand. So you want to say they wrote it? That's fine. Then they all need to be fired. But whatever, not my city.
Somebody got to take that loss. Whoever came up with the joke, somebody got to take that loss.
No, they all took the loss because he's not going to be the mayor no more. I bet he. Hey, Juice. Gary Owens' Instagram is. Did I say Owens or Owen? Owen. His Instagram where everybody's celebrating and he's in the corner of the suite and he's just looking like, oh my god, he just.
I need
that. Is hilarious.
That is hilarious. When it's over, I need that.
Yeah, I will. Gary Owen is hilarious. And then he got a picture where Travis Kelce is talking to him, and he just got this dejected look on his face. He was like, I don't want to hear none of this right now. But
the juice. Travis Kelce did say his favorite wrestler was Val Venus. So,
yeah, he did.
That's right.
Hello, ladies.
Interesting.
That's right up his alley too. But you remember when
we gotta talk about Silky P.
I know, real quick. You remember when Travis interrupted Patrick Mahomes' interview after the game? He was like, ha 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 ha, Burrow had my ass.
Classic, man.
Mahomes' house.
Brown.
This is Mahomes' house.
Orlando Brown with the anger though. That was pretty. I like that. I
missed that one. I didn't see that one.
He said, "Put some respect on his name."
Orlando Brown
Oh,
didn't
he
have a
did say
bad
that.
Yeah.
Birdman.
Look, the
But
fines
Silky
that are
P,
coming to the Kansas City Chiefs over the next 2 weeks are going to be. Hey, we might have to start GoFundMe's because they was filming in the locker room.
Willie
There
Gay
was a lot
said,
of
hey, Willie
cursing
Gay
going
said that money,
on.
hey, he got it, man.
Willie
There was a
Gay
lot of
said, man,
smoking going on.
Willie Gay did not care. He said, I don't give a F.
Man, he said we got money
He
over
said, F
here.
that fine.
So Justin Reed was letting off MF bombs and everything. It was
tuning in the can, right? Tuning in the can, playing in the bowl.
yeah, that's not what he said. He said some rated R.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase on that couch, or he's at that Pro Bowl. One of them. Enjoy
Okay.
that flag football. Whatever the hell you gonna be doing.
So when did it go wrong for Cincinnati? Did it go wrong when they was on the bench talking about welcome to Burrow? We'll see you in Arrowhead next week. Was that the beginning of the end?
Oh yeah, definitely.
It was just downhill from there. That was just too much.
And then the mayor
I
just
didn't
put
see
gasoline
Leo.
on the fire.
Hefe, send me that because I didn't see Leo. Oh man. And you just
Hey, we getting our rings. Hold on, we get AFC Championship rings.
Right.
yeah.
The rings they brag about so much. The rings we done had before.
It ain't gonna be out no Cracker Jack box, that's for sure.
Right.
We get the AFC Championship rings.
Man. And it's going what is it? I bet it have Burrowhead my ass on it.
Ooh. Hey, listen, if that is true, dog.
And you know what? I gotta confess, I was working at Arrowhead. It was a lot of nice Bengals fans. Like it was a lot of Bengals fans there. I don't know who these weirdos are. I know Kylie. I know. I didn't
I
believe
wasn't
it.
there. I can't even speak to it. So go ahead.
I don't know who these weirdos are on Twitter, but in person, they were very nice. They were doing a who whatever they say. They were
Like you
doing
don't
a
know what
chant.
it is.
Yeah, because I would never say that. I would never say that word on this air. But they was cool. But man, I wish I would have been there after the game. Who set the fire at Arrowhead after the game?
I don't know, man.
They said
That's
it was
a great
Bengals
question.
fans set the fire.
Who knows, man? But I think that's where their tailgate was at, though, because they main tailgate was near Kauffman Stadium. It was all on the other side.
By the Evergy Sun. Yeah, I directed a lot of them over there. Like y'all over there, y'all in the wrong spot.
Yep. I would have the same thing too. So your people all the way over there.
I know. I don't buy it. They were not very nice last week. I'll be honest.
Listen, there was a Bengals fan sitting next to me, and he was talking his little shit, but it was respectable. It wasn't nothing crazy. He didn't get too crazy or nothing like that. So shout out to the brother, man. He told me they was gonna find a way to win at some point before he left the seat in the third quarter because he couldn't handle the cold. But
he left in the
Real
third
cold
quarter.
now. Real cold.
So, yeah,
hey man, that win was disrespectful though.
They was good early in the game, man. It died off though.
Hey man, I love Juan Thornhill, and yes, Kyle, he will be cheaper. But if we can steal Jesse Bates from the bank, I know that would piss them off so much. That would be just for the pettiness of it. But
well, yeah, we get to the off season. Hey, Juan is balling. I don't want to. Hey, let me show him some respect. Zim
Juan balled out. Juan balled out.
Was Zim there? Was he at the game?
Yeah, he was there. He said
so it could have been him. Could have been him.
He said the 50-yard line. Hey, it was probably a good thing that God made sure that we didn't cross paths because it would have got ugly for him after the game. It really would have got ugly for him after the game.
Shout out Zim, man. Shout out Zim and Ace Boogie. Hey, Ace Boogie, man. No excuses. Respect.
Hey, I fuck with Ace Boogie. Ace Boogie, you can come back on the show if you want.
After the game, Sporting Voice, you didn't come outside, man. I don't like that, man. I guess this is the end of Sporting Voice.
I want to give props to another person.
Oh,
Okay.
It's actually a variety of people. I wasn't at the game last night. I watched it from my house and watched it on TV. And Arrowhead showed up last night. The crowd was in it. So I want to say credit to y'all who went to the game because it was loud as shit from where I was sitting, and that was my couch. So good work. The crowd was in it. The team was in it. Shout out.
They said Romo was talking it up too.
The crowd?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Hey,
He got kind of hard to listen to, but yeah, he was.
shout out to Fat Joe too. I heard he killed that thing too in the halftime too.
Oh, what he sing? We were dying to
I watched it from the
know.
pro shop. I watched it from the pro shop, man, because I had to thaw out a little bit, man. I was feeling that cold. I ain't gonna lie to you. I said, man, I'm watching this from inside the pro shop, man. So,
It was cold. It was cold. What Michael Irvin say? When we used to play in that cold, it was cold.
It was cold.
we was cold.
Hey, I promise it was.
It was cold yesterday, bro. Like I had like 6 hand warmers everywhere. Feet, pockets,
I ain't trying
jacket,
to fight you,
hands,
man.
everywhere, bro.
I ain't trying to fight you,
It was cold, dog. Holly said Fat Joe was awesome. That's good. That's good.
Did he sing Lean Back?
Yeah,
He had to, right? He had to, right? He started off with What's Love, I heard. The Asante song.
Yep. All the commercial stuff. Lean back all the way up. Yeah, he did all that. So
Yeah. I don't think Chuck wanted to. Yeah, Chuck would have been arrested. We would have been doing a free Chuck charge. Holly said he did. So yeah, he had to do it.
Okay. All right, Holly. All right.
Man, isn't it so? Aren't you guys glad we're not talking about free agency and what we're gonna do in the draft today?
That I don't have to do a mock draft for another couple weeks.
Right.
I wasn't ready for that.
Don't need a mock draft right now. We get a little more time still.
Is it going under the radar that the draft is in Kansas City this year? It's feel like we haven't really talked about it because we've been so good this year, but that's gonna be so fun, bro.
Oh gosh, if we win the entire thing.
With the 32nd pick, the Super Bowl champ, Kansas City. Oh man, that's gonna sound so good here.
With the 32nd pick in the 2023 NFL draft, your Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs select. They got the Super Bowl champion right before you say the team name.
Oh man,
my goodness.
Tom ready to bust their mock drafts out. We gotta win the bowl first, Tom.
Hey, Tom,
hold on.
Just give me till March. I need at least till March before I see my first mock draft.
Man, you know Tom a beast.
Yeah,
he won't. March Madness, a few other things.
We're not going to talk about the Super Bowl. That's next week, man. We got a lot of things to talk about. But Cincinnati, what was your moment of the game? Do we do MVPs or
you talking about for them?
No, should we do MVPs of the game?
Yeah,
we can.
Go ahead, Kyle. Start it off.
I would like to continue my apology tour by giving my MVP to MVS.
Hey.
Because when we really needed some offensive weapons, he showed up big. And I feel bad about how I treated him a couple weeks ago. So MVS, you get my MVP, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say I thought Mike Hilton intercepted that ball first, and I was like, "Oh man!" But that was
It did look like I was like, "Who caught it?"
That whole play, start to finish. That was a hell of a throw and a hell of a catch, and a hell of a defensive play too. Because I thought he had that for real. So, MVS. What about on defense?
I feel like Jones is an easy one. I'm gonna go with Clark. I know y'all are gonna say we can say it all together. Yeah, Frank Clark. Playoff Clark, man. I smell blood. It's like my favorite
blood
thing.
in the water.
I love it. His post-game interviews are just classic. They're amazing.
Hey, bro, if if you see James Palmer, probably after the game, he's probably looking for Frank. Like, where's
Oh
Frank at?
yeah.
Where's Frank?
Yeah.
I think because he done got like 3 or 4 of the best interviews ever after the game, and it's always Frank. Like, I know he was just like, "Where's Frank? I gotta go to Frank. Put me on
So
Frank."
good.
Boogie,
He
who
know
you
Frank
got?
gonna give you that. He know Frank gonna give you that good sound bite. So
Man. Yeah, he better be back. She took MVS. That's gonna be
That's probably unanimous across the board. MVS for real.
Is it? Oh,
I
good for
think it.
him. He did
I
great.
think it is, man. I think it is unanimous for MVS. I mean, you could say Travis because he scored, but MVS, we needed him the most
Hey,
when we
but we
lost.
giving
Like,
everybody flowers though. Pacheco didn't run good, but he did catch the ball and make some plays receiving. And he's been
Hmm.
improving on that since the end of the season. That's something we wanted him to do. Hold on.
pause.
So
Like, what I
Pacheco,
say?
I'm gonna give shout outs to Pacheco too. Even though he couldn't run the ball good, they was on that. He caught the ball when we needed him to, man. He made some catches.
All right, who you got on defense then?
She took Frank Clark from me. Chris Jones will be easy too. I'll go Chris Jones, of course, man. He dominated. That's one of the best defensive performances in Chiefs history, right?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta be up there.
I didn't hear that one. I didn't hear that one, Juice, about Pacheco hurting his ankle.
Yeah, he was
Um,
out for a little bit.
he
Then he came
was.
back.
I missed that part. Hey,
Oh, he was
Ronald
certainly
Jones
dancing in the
even
locker room.
Yeah,
So
look.
he
he was
looked
Ronald
all
cutting
right.
up.
Jones even
He
showed
was
up
cutting up.
today.
I think that ankle's
Um,
fine. Ronald Jones
yeah,
was
I
there.
mean
Yeah, he was there.
MVS, of course. I kind of want to. Man, it's MVS, of course, bro. Let's give it to. Let's go Andrew Wiley. The last time we played Cincinnati, he had a terrible game, an absolutely terrible game. He did get a taunting penalty that was dumb, but I loved. I hated, but I loved it at the same time because it was like so funny to see him do that. And shut up, Kyle, because that's my pick right there. Jesus. Well, since Kyle picked Josh, I'm picking Jalen Watson. So, yeah, Andrew Wiley, who came back and responded to because he had a terrible game last time. But I didn't hear Trey Hendrickson's name that much. I didn't hear Sam Hubbard's name that much either. So I'll give it to him and then Jalen Watson on the other side with a broken hand, with a broken freaking hand.
Yeah. All right. So for me, I mean, MVS. I mean, that's
Hell no,
unanimous.
we broke.
You buying? Are you buying it, Tay?
This is not New Heights podcast, bro. We not going to this.
Yeah, I need a sponsor.
Right.
Yeah.
We working on it. We working on it.
All right. So for me, MVS. I mean, it's the obvious. That's the obvious selection right there. But I want to give flowers to somebody myself, man. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say Sky Moore, man, because that return, that return in the fourth quarter, that set them up midfield. That was so important. That helped us, clinch another Super Bowl trip right there because everybody's been nervous about him returning punts this year. He had his mistakes and all that. With KT and Harmon went down, we had to depend on him to step up, and he did. He caught the ball and he found the lane on the outside and he did his job. So yeah, I gotta give it to Sky, man. We had the ball in his hands, it was electric. Defensively, Chris Jones. I mean, that's the obvious one right there. He
Yeah.
dominated. He took everything to heart this week and he put it out there on the field. But besides that, I'm gonna give Brian Cook some his flowers, man. I'm gonna go and give Brian Cook because I said at the beginning of the year he's gonna be one of those guys that's gonna be needed later on in the year too, and he got more and more opportunities as the season went along, and him being that third safety out there, and the way he plays center field to deflect the pass and give Joshua Williams a chance to pick it off, that was major. That was major because it made up for when Jamar Chase caught that long ball on 4th and 8. So, yeah, shout out to Brian Cook, man.
Hey, shout out to Dunlap though. Never won a playoff game till he came here, right?
Yeah.
Got to the Super Bowl and beat his old team to get to the Super Bowl, like perfect.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Dunlap because on that last play, Chris Jones told him to move inside so he can take that outside position and get that 1-on-1. And it was the game saving stat. You know what I'm saying? So shout out for him to being trustworthy, trusting in Chris to get that done. You know what I'm saying? Because he a vet. He could have been like, I ain't moving. You know what I'm saying? But man, that teamwork, bro. That means he really invested. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to Dunlap, man. I'm glad we got Dunlap instead of Robert Quinn, but we'll see him in a couple weeks.
And yes, he did get his 100 sack with us this year, Holly. He sure did.
Yeah, he did.
So,
He did. Is Brett Veach being is Brett Veach being underrated a little bit here?
People have been trying to get rid of Brett Veach forever. I feel like since he got here, people are never satisfied. They should be satisfied if they're what they just watched.
We'll talk about it in depth later, but Brett Veach, Executive of the Year, and I said it before you typed this, Juice. I don't think I'm stealing for you. Yes or no? Just a quick yes or no.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you kind of, man, you Juju, Dunlap, the draft class, you come on, man. You kind of gotta give him that.
He did, and the Tyreek trade, like, were we not all like, what are we doing? And then here we are. And guess where Tyreek is?
Oh, man.
Man, Tyreek been quiet, bro.
Yeah,
Tyreek is quiet.
You notice how he congratulated Darius Slay after the Eagles handled business, and then after we handled business, he didn't say nothing. He was quiet on Twitter. I found it interesting. I don't know if he said anything on his Instagram, but he was quiet on Twitter. So I found it interesting.
Birthday, man.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Slap
Shot. Aquarius
gang.
My birthday's tomorrow. My birthday's tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
Man, country turning 50 years old.
It's lit. 50, and we're about to get our second Super Bowl. Wow, that's crazy.
All right, bro. All right. I ain't gonna talk back. I'm just gonna keep that receipt. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a two-square right now. I'm gonna keep that receipt. I am not 50 years old, bro. I'm nowhere. I'm not close to 50. It's down the hill a little bit.
Yep. Shout out to Colin.
Appreciate you. Oh yeah, Joe Cullen.
Oh yeah, Joe Cullen was major. He was major for us this year.
Yeah.
Because the defensive line, they definitely got better throughout the course of the season, and it definitely carried over to the playoffs. Like
I'm not
you saw it last.
You
saw it last night though. You saw it last night though. You saw Chris Jones, Frank Clark, and George Karlaftis get a sack, and then Willie Gay got a half sack. But just mainly that defensive line. That defensive line got 4.5 sacks last night. Incredible stuff.
Who's a better trash talker, Colin Saunders or Frank Clark?
I'm gonna go.
I'll say Frank. I'll say
Frank.
Hey man, Colin pretty good. So,
Colin is good though.
Colin is good.
He's pretty.
His feel more I don't know, premeditated a little. Whereas like Frank Clark can kind of catch him on the fly, and he gives you like those quick little responses in the interviews. I'm gonna say Frank. Yeah.
And it's raw. And like, and there's another thing that's interesting that these networks and these news stations, they letting the cussing roll, man. They just letting it go. It's like, oh man, forget it. Like we know these players are emotional after these victories. It's like we just gonna let it rock. So
they know that was man. He knew it was. He knew to go to Frank Clark, bro. Like everybody knew.
Oh yeah.
After the game, if we beat the Bengals, you better go to Frank Clark. He go say something. Everybody knew it, man. We knew it.
It never fails. And I bet James Palmer was like, move. I'm going to Frank. Where's Frank?
Y'all can have anybody. Y'all can go have Mahomes. Let me talk to Frank Clark. He gonna give me that bite, man.
Holly, look at Colin Saunders' Twitter. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, he on that Eli Apple pack. Where is he at, man? Where Eli
Yeah.
Apple at?
Yes, Kyle. What Kyle said.
Hey man, Eli got packed up, man. That's why he ain't saying nothing.
Julia, we holding it. We holding it for another week. But
I get.
I'll give him his flowers for this one. I'll give him some flowers. I'll give him some flowers because Spags he came in with a good game plan, and it was smart of him to move Chris Jones on that defensive line too, because he eventually found the weak link on that right side with Identity. Identity, like I saw where like if you could get into his chest, Identity is very vulnerable, and Chris Jones was getting to his chest, and he was winning his matchups quite often over there. And then there was another guy that was struggling and gave a lot of pressures. His name is escaping me right now. Start with a S, I think. Sharpen, yeah, Max Sharpen. He matter of fact, he gave up the most pressures out of everybody on the Bengals offensive line.
Yeah, we were saying that last episode too about Chris Jones on that line, moving them around.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice, man. Hey, the Bengals are the Bengals our new rivals.
I mean, yeah. For the time
I don't see how they aren't. Yeah, I don't see how they are. It's not. It's not Buffalo. Yeah, I was just gonna say it's not the Bills.
Okay.
I mean.
Okay, Hefe brought it up. We gotta get on Pat Singer. Silky P.
Silky P. Shout out to Silky P.
Smoking on that Joe Burrow. That Burrow.
Smoking on that Burrow.
I love the credit he gave Pat too. Oh man,
he was struggling to light that cigar. He was struggling to light that cigar when he recorded himself light up that cigar.
Hey man,
I had to help him out.
I know Pat is half black and half white, and he's a mixed race.
Yeah,
but Pat Singer is deep in that boy. I think his petty side is all Patrick Mahomes Sr. I swear to God.
Yeah. It is. It definitely is.
Because Patrick Mahomes Sr., I've met him, not like really sat down and talked with him, but I've met him. He is like silky, like a silky smooth, cool character. He like one of your uncles, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man.
Hey, they was disrespecting
He was
him,
using
man.
a pick. He was using a pick. That's even funnier. That's even funnier if he's using a pick.
He's like that uncle when he show up to the family barbecue. You be like, "Oh, it's on now. It's on now. The food about to be good. The liquor here. He got the smoke. He got everything. You know, man. Uncle P done showed up. I didn't see that. Hefe.
I haven't shared
Hefe got the good internet. He got he got Leo in the shower. He got Pacheco with his mom. I didn't see none of that. Send that all to me, bro.
Yeah, there's a few clips I missed.
Yeah.
You know why they care? Because they see we about to start getting on the Patriots' heels in a minute.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
right.
Hold on, Holly. Hold on.
And then this Patriots fan did some weird stuff. Was posting Patrick Mahomes' family again, like posted his wife, posted his brother. I said, y'all weird, man. Why y'all posting them again? Like y'all little narrative about them. They been calmed down on the social media reactions and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, Pat Mahomes Sr. do like he plays spades.
This is stupid.
Shout out to Pat Mahomes Sr. Big Pat. Shout out to Big Pat.
Sure.
Boogie, I see your girl Randy in the building too.
Hey.
The door, man. Hey, it's lit.
Yeah. Hey, Barstool. Like we said before, leave that man, wife, and kids and his brother out. Man, we ain't had no incidents all year with Jackson or Brittany, bro. Y'all bringing up old stuff because y'all ain't got nothing else to talk about.
Just corny, dog. Just
keep it football, man.
Keep it football, bro.
Why do we gotta bring up everything else? Keep it football, man.
Man,
That-
look, they
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, it's weird, bro. It's not funny. It's weird, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you worried about that man, wife, and brother?
like you said on the last episode, country, $1 million worth of game is why they still alive. So
Only thing I talk about in there is it's gonna be fun to see Gilly talk this week too. That's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to that because Gilly, you know, he was on Tom Bahali's record label, so he was at a lot of. He's a Chiefs fan too. I know, but hometown versus people you've been a fan of, so it's gonna be funny to see him talk this week.
hmm
Nothing,
right,
Holly. They've done nothing.
Just looking for something, whatever.
Look,
they
look.
defeat themselves, man.
And they get mad at Brittany for doing that champagne bottle thing. And guess who did it last night? Dante Hall was doing it out the suite, spraying everybody with champagne. Nobody's going to complain about what he just did, even though the fans asked her to do that. Idiots.
hmm
Like,
This is one.
yeah, Kevin Hart is going to be at the game. That's going to be funny too.
hmm
You remember when
Yeah,
Kevin Hart got drunk at the Philadelphia Super Bowl and got kicked out?
yeah,
Do y'all remember that? Oh my god.
yep. I do remember that he did try to sneak up there,
Yeah, they were
and
like, "Get
security
your
guard was like,
little
"Hold on, player. Hold on, player. Where you going, player?"
ass."
Hey, we do that. We definitely go win, man.
So
Hey, look, I don't know, Pacheco might sign up for a little Uzi Vert because I mean, he do that dance or whatever.
Chico was kicking
So
it, man.
Will
yeah,
Smith.
He
yeah,
was
Pacheco
kicking
was.
it,
well, he's
man.
from Philly. He's from Philly. If they get Will
Uh,
Smith, we need Chris Rock. Hey, keep my quarterback's name out your mouth.
Right.
And his brother. Now y'all can talk about Jackson. Jackson can splat back. He cool.
Oh man, but man, it's so great, man. It's so great to finally get
It's a
over the
cheap
hump,
ass
man.
cigar.
Because that Bengals team, man, that's a tough team, man. Like even though they fans are just some a
Idiots.
holes, idiots, however you want to describe them, that Bengals team is gonna be around for a minute. You know, they'll be back. But I did see that their defense coordinator, is getting a look for a head coach job. I know that Arizona requested an interview him, so that's gonna be interesting.
I
They
think
See
he's
if
got
he
a
gonna
lot
be
takes
of
a
the
hell of
job.
a coach.
mhm.
Gonna
Oh
take a
they
yeah,
got a
hell
lot
of
absolutely.
a
of they
coach.
got a lot of play they got a lot of paydays coming up too.
Mhm.
Bro, they were so nervous about that, dog. He's like, man, why y'all trying to get Lou away from us? I'm like, and Lewis Riddick had to check them. I'm like, dog, ain't nobody trying to get nobody away from y'all, man. We just giving him his flowers because he deserves it. He deserves the recognition for a head coaching job. So Lewis Riddick
Yeah.
had to check him the other day on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
Lewis,
some
Yeah,
celebrities. We got
Eddie Griffin.
Eddie
Brad
Griffin,
Pitt.
Brad Pitt, Paul Rudd,
Paul
Ant Man.
Rudd,
He should be
Rob Riggle.
promoting Ant Man 3 all over the Super Bowl. We got some dudes. We got some dudes.
Yeah.
So
Don
Shout
Cheadle,
out to
right?
Eric Stone Street.
Don Cheadle, he's in the town.
Yeah, the Don. The Don. Shout out to the Don, man.
John Amos.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to
Yeah,
him too.
Melissa.
Yeah, that's how I know you 50 right there just for saying him. Respectfully. But, shout out to the old school Chiefs fans too, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. But
Bob
yeah,
Orton. Is he from? If he, I thought he was from St. Louis though.
Rob Riggle.
Rob Riggle,
who
Eric
talking
Stone
about
Street,
who's Bob Orton?
the wrestler, bro. That's old school, bro. You
I
don't know
don't know
that.
who that is.
Oh yeah, I definitely don't know.
Randy Orton's daddy. Y'all know
Oh,
Randy
oh
Orton
my
is, right?
goodness. I don't know why they didn't click. I don't know why it
Kylie,
didn't
you know
click
who
at
Randy
all.
Orton is, right?
Damn, that's
What?
terrible.
No.
You don't know who
That's
Randy
terrible.
Orton is? Oh my god.
You said you don't know who Randy Orton is, Kylie?
Who did you?
You don't know who Kyle
No.
Orton is? I mean, not Kyle Orton, but Randy Orton.
Howard? No.
Randy Orton.
Bob Orton? Are they all?
No, they're not the
Hey,
same.
y'all be careful about
Oh,
jumping on Kylie. Kylie's in a mood. She will clap back.
Hey,
She
Kylie,
ain't
they
gonna
don't
say.
look alike. Hey,
Yeah, shout out Nick Wright, man. Shout
Shout
out
out
Nick
Nick
Wright.
Wright.
man.
Nick Wright, come on the show, man. Please. We go way back, bro. Come on, man.
So
Hey,
anyway,
bro, when
man.
Nick Wright pulled out that black and mild 2 weeks ago on IG Live, that might have been one of the greatest moments on IG. That was hilarious, bro. All right,
Yeah.
man. So
Let's pay some bills, man. Let's get up. Let's pay some bills before we get up out of here.
let me get these
Shout out to the.
comments up before. No, I'm just.
I'm about to say.
Hey,
About to say. Don't you do it. Shout out to the good people of Homage. See, I am wearing this Travis Kelce shirt again. I don't care. One of the greatest tight ends in NFL history.
Doug Gray.
And you know what's crazy about Travis Kelce? He's second all time in receptions, yards, and touchdowns in the NFL postseason. A tight end, y'all. A tight end.
To the
Who would have
goat.
thought? But anyway, free shipping on U.S. orders for $25 or more. That's what Homage has today for this special. Still got the starter joints, and you still got some other stuff going on too here. Let me see. You got your typical, you got your wrestling, you got college, Grateful Dead stuff. Yeah, so check it out. They got a Black History collection too. So yeah, check it out. Pay homage, cop some gear. All right, y'all. So that being said, anything else? Anything else you need to touch on before we get up out of here?
All right, last words as we close the Bengal chapter until next year. What's your parting
well,
shot, Kylie?
uh, I don't. Yeah, I can do that. Fuck them. We won. I'm on to the next. We head into the Super Bowl, and they're not. We beat them. So bye. We'll see you next season.
Almost dropped my camera doing that. Oh,
Sorry.
oh
I'm
man,
sure there's
I
some
was
kids
not
in.
expecting that. I was not expecting that. Boogie, what's your parting shot, bro?
No party shot, man. We did it on the field. That's what's more important. We're going to another Super Bowl. Bengals still ain't got no rings, man. So we good. We good. That's dead now. Like you said, it's still a rivalry, but we way on top now. Even with that one win, all we gotta do is win the Super Bowl. That's it. We see them next year. Hopefully, we got them first game of the season next year at home when we get our rings and all that. We want to see them here. Let them see that shit. That'll be nice.
Good night, Julia.
Good night,
What's your parting
Julia.
shot? You got a parting shot, country?
Man, Boogie kind of wrapped it up, man. We did what we were supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So between Boogie and Kylie's comment, Kylie probably is leading right now. I love their comment. Between that, we said what we had to say. We did what we had to do. Y'all try to make it back to the Arrowhead Invitational next year, bro, because we gonna be there. Are you gonna be there?
All right. Well, my parting shot is this, man. Real quick. I'm gonna empty out this receipt real quick, and y'all have to catch the
Oh
rest on
snap!
Twitter. So the Kitty Files will get released tomorrow. I'm getting that ready. So y'all be ready for that one. But I'm gonna empty this one for y'all. I'm gonna shout out Santino Corleone. He's one of the Cincinnati Bengals fans. He said, "Hey, we win this game tomorrow. I hope y'all know this." Well, what happened to y'all last night, sir? Looks like your wish didn't come true, my guy. And don't worry, I got plenty more too, though. I got plenty more receipts for you because you was one of the Bengals fans that was talking big shit throughout the entire week. So, hey, just get ready, dog. Just get ready for tomorrow because I'm going to embarrass you. I'm going to embarrass
Mm,
them. I'm going to embarrass the
mm,
rest of these Cincinnati Bengals fans that was talking cash shit all
mm.
week long. So get ready. Get ready for these kitty fouls to be unleashed.
I'm about to
And
go
with
listen to a Bengals Spaces right now until I fall asleep.
Hey, and these are good church thoughts, and we fully support them.
Yep.
Go Chiefs.
straight up.
We going to the Super Bowl.
Hey,
Yes.
the name
Hey,
of
some
this title, the title of this chapter in this movie is "A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to Burrowhead."
Let's go.
yeah, that's a great way to end this podcast. So I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in as we smoke the last of this Burrow pack. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share all your social media platforms. Until the next episode, fuck you, Cincinnati Pringles. We
Fuck
out.
Yeah.
them.